Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to FTRL, the Full Throttle Racing League on thrilling Thursday night, and we are finally back for a new season. My name is Unsafe Release, and I'm joined by the one and only SBY. Good evening.
Good evening, Unsafe Release. How are you doing?
Yeah, absolutely thrilled, and yeah, as we already mentioned in the party before the race, we both are very excited for this one.
I cannot wait. I mean, it's been, what, 3 weeks since we've been racing? That's far too long, in my opinion.
For me, it's been even longer with the internet issues, so
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, actually I was going to wait until the qualifying starts, but we already had quite a few lobby issues in the beginning, and I thought to myself, yeah, why not just getting on with it? So, yeah. GT16, it will be the very last season we're doing here on GT Sport. As you might know, GT7 will be released, hopefully in March. So,
hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And so yeah, this will be the very last season on this game, and we have something exciting coming up with kind of a BTCC-like championship style. We have 7 minutes of qualifying for the first race, and 3 races each night with about like 20 minutes of racing. Yeah, no tire wear, no fuel, no strategies going on. Racing soft tires only.
Just racing.
Yeah, just pure racing,
just
and that's
racing.
what we like. And the first one we have to look for is Aaron. You might think, like, yeah, Aaron is someone who's actually racing in the GT1 category or in the highest division. But he decided to, switch to a wheel. He's trying a new setup, new camera angle.
Yeah, you'd be well entitled to think, what is this guy doing in GT2? Just dropping down so he can walk the title and take home a trophy. And
yeah,
you might be right.
Yeah,
that's what... he's claiming new equipment, he's claiming a new camera angle, he's claiming everything he can claim so that he can race. So we wish him luck.
So first of all, I would like to say a big thank you to all the guys tuning in on the stream. I just opened YouTube on my phone to get through all the comments, and Jesus Christ, I've never seen so many people watching the races. Yeah, good evening, Fever, Lee is in the chat, the almighty T. Smith, John Orchard, Rom, and Pagani. Good evening.
Evening, everyone. Oh, we already got some picks for the title. We better go through the race and see what we've got. So, obviously we've got Aaron, switchback returning after a season or 2 off.
Yeah, it's great to have him back. I mean, I haven't seen him racing like for almost a season, or actually 2 seasons.
Then just looking down the list, Zom. We've got Zom back as well. Quite a few returning drivers this season now for one last ride for GT7.
So Aaron sets the first lap time of the evening. It's a 1 minute 23 and was provisional pole, but switchback even faster. And while everyone is completing the first lap, let me just go through the teams. Actually, we have Chunky Sport and Michael C, both in the Lexus. Danger Cop and Jonesy. Danger Cop in the Renault Megane, Jonesy in the Ford. Red is Your Daddy is in the Honda NSX. Just Mikey in the Hyundai. Glowsticks and Nexus Cats. Glowsticks is in the Honda. Very odd choice, I must say. And Cats in the Hyundai. Gravity, Subaru WRX. Switchback, Subaru WRX. Yeah, Switchback teaming up with Som in the Renault, and then we have Nobby Norris, teammates to Aaron.
Subaru is a popular choice, not just here but in GT1 as well, where the format's going to be exactly the same on Friday nights. It seems to be very, very popular, so it'll be interesting to see how the Subaru lads get on.
If you can leave a comment, please, if you can hear me and SPY loud and clear, that would be appreciated. So if the in-game sounds are not too loud for you. So, and here's your provisional pole setter, Gravity. Great effort for the moment. 1 minute 22.6, so that's almost the pace I'm doing in GT1 at the moment.
That's just you though.
Yeah, I must admit the Subaru is a very wise choice. It's a very quick car, indeed.
Well, we've already got some picks in the chat for the title, never mind the race tonight. We've got Phoebe saying Bredley is his dark horse for the title. What do you call him, a dark horse? I'm not. Maybe in the NSX.
I was, prior to the race, I was thinking to myself what team might be the best, what driver comes out on top. I mean, I used to race with Michael C in Season 9, and if he puts in some practice and spends some time with the game, he will be up there with the top guys for sure.
He's very quick. I've had some really good battles with Michael over the seasons, so yeah, could agree with that. Junkie Sport with him as well.
Junkie Sport, yeah.
No slouch.
Switchback and Brett, yeah, both are. I would go for Switchback this season, just for sympathy thing. And yeah, Aaron, come on. I'm switching to a wheel. I need to go down to GT2. I'm too slow. Here he is, provisional pole.
Gravity not far behind, they're only a 10th. Still time for everyone to get one more lap in.
So let me go on board with Switchback, as he's now heading into turn 1. Very tricky left-right section. Need to get good exit here. Now into turn 3. Barely on the brakes for turn 4. Very wide. And now downhill this short back straight. And he goes quickest. Purple sector 1.
Well, you guys watch that. I'm just keeping an eye on Jonesy44, who is one of our newcomers. In fact, I think he might be the only genuine newcomer rather than returner racing tonight. He is at the back of the order at the minute, but only 500ths of a second behind Nexus Captain.
Oh, and Switchback goes wide! That's unfortunate. He was up for a very good time there. 1/10, purple sector 1, but totally missed going down the hill into the S section. Went wide, and now he's almost 1.2 seconds down. So he was looking very good for a pole position, but yeah. You were talking about Jonesy?
Yeah, he was very, very close. In fact, he's done it. He's just put himself ahead of Nexus Cats to go into 10th. I think Cats has finished as well, so that's excellent effort. First qualifying session for Jonesy, 1:23.5, so not that far off the pace at all.
And I mean, look at that, from P1 to P10, everyone is basically in just one second. The margin is very, very tight.
Yeah, it's going to be so close.
So here's your pole setter for the evening for the first race, Aaron, on his new setup, driving the wheel for the first time, and yeah, switching from chase cam to bonnet cam. Gravity, Switchback, Bradley, Somla, just Mikey, Junkie Sport, Michael C. And let's go! Exciting for the first race now.
Let's do it.
Let's go, and looks like Aaron has a decent start, gets off the line very quickly. But also Gravity and Switchback now side by side into turn 1. As they are still battling for P2 here.
Ooh, Switchback a little wide.
Yeah, a little wide there on the grass, but now has the inside for the next left-hander. Further down, nothing happened, so that's always good to see in the first race of the new season.
Not quite sure what happened to Nobby Norris. He seemed to get a very slow run off the start. He's right down at the back behind Nexus Cats now.
Yeah, even though Nobby is in the Subaru, who gets off the line quite quickly. He might have struggled there. But yeah, look at that.
Red a bit wide in the background, he's dropping down the order to 7th.
And he already
making the move.
got himself a time penalty for cutting into the S's. Yeah, and I look at that. Aaron 1.1 second ahead of Switchback already. And we just had like yeah, just 2 seconds.
Those two behind him are battling. Gravity's going for another move.
Very late lunge, but makes it stick, so that's a very nice overtake here by Gravity. But still side by side coming out of the last turn onto the start-finish straight. Let's go on board with Gravity. Oh, very late braking!
He's wide.
Oh yeah, he already put a message into the chat, he's sorry.
He somehow had time to put an I'm sorry into the chat. Concentrate on your racing.
Man, I was going to say that was a very late lunch.
I think he was already typing I'm sorry there before he left the track.
Just the second lap of the race, but they are just fighting basically from the start on. Side by side, whenever the race was going get go.
He's having another go.
But now it looks like Gravity has the slightly better advantage, better exit now. Switchback on the left-hander. Now ahead of him, so now just keep your head down.
It's just good driving from Switchback. He's giving him the space, but he's just making sure he's got the right line out of the corner just to make sure he keeps the position.
So and further behind, we already had some quite of banter today in the WhatsApp admin chat about Mikey, and yeah, he's doing a good job at the moment, fighting here with Gravity and Zom ahead of him in the Renault Megane. Just keep it on the black stuff, Mikey.
In the background, Nobby has managed to catch up to the back of the pack again, so he's following Jonesy down through the start-finish line now. Everyone's still in touch. Lap 3.
Oh, Junkie Sport very sideways coming out of turn 1. Closely followed by Brett. Then we have Nexus on P9. Jonesy running off the top 10, and Nobby Norris just now focus and make up some ground.
Come on, Nobby, let's go. You put in a whole 20 minutes of practice before dinner, so you should be doing better than this.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
It's true.
And I tell you, somebody who's practiced quite a lot on his new setup is Aaron. He's 2.6 seconds out of Switchback now.
Gravity went very wide out of that long sort of sweeping right-hander, and he's dropped down to 4th behind Zom. Mikey challenging as well now.
So, very good battle here. Side by side through the S's. Gravity now slightly offline.
Mikey's got him. Nice move.
Nice move, Mikey. Very well done. So now let's have a look at Michael, if he's also making some ground on Gravity ahead of him. Seems like when Gravity and Switchback had a battle for the first 2 laps, ever since Switchback made a move, yeah, Gravity is losing some ground. But it's just the first race of the evening, so we have
Jonesy making progress. He's up to 8th past Nexus Cats. It's an excellent start for him. I don't know what happened to Bread.
And he's driving a Ford, so
no idea.
Mustn't be too bad then. So here's your race leader, Aaron. Not much to talk about. 2.5 seconds ahead of Switchback. But I think, yeah, the last time we had a look, the gap was quite a little bigger. So Switchback is closing the gap now, with Zom in pursuit.
He just about beat Aaron in terms of lap time on lap 3, and Zom was a few hundredths quicker than him for the fastest lap of the race, so nobody's going away. Starting to spread out a bit now, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite impressed by Zom's performance at the moment. Oh,
what happened to Mikey?
What happened to me, Mikey? Oh no!
He's been to somewhere. Oh no, he will be raging.
Down to 11 now, so yeah, let's see. We have just 40 minutes left in the session, so plenty of time to make up some pace.
He put in a 1:23.3 in his last lap, so that's quicker than the guys ahead of him, so he's still got a chance to catch up.
Yeah, as I was going to say, I'm quite impressed by Som's performance at the moment. I mean, I haven't seen him on track for like the last 2 or 3 seasons. I just remember he was part of the Shits and Giggles were organized by Chunky Sport.
I think he spent the last 9 months doing liveries, I'm not sure.
Yeah, and he's got prepared like 3 or 4 liveries for just this race week only. But they are beautiful, and I have to say, prior to the season, when everybody dropped their liveries in the Discord, there was some stunning and great work put into by everybody.
Really, really good efforts as we look down. I mean, Junkie Sport goes without saying, but pretty much all of the other guys as well. Some sterling efforts. I really like Nobby Norris's car as well, actually.
Yeah, talking about liveries, what's your favorite one for... I mean, just GT2 for tonight.
Yeah. Let's have a look through. Drop us a note in the chat as well. Let us know what you think.
I mean, yeah, the most of the work is done by Chunky Sport. I mean, the Ginster's Hyundai livery from Aaron, quite unique.
I think Nobby's is still my favourite out of this bunch.
Let's have a look at Nobby's.
I know it's a close replica of a real life one, isn't it? So I really like the look of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean it's plain and simple, but still a good effort.
Gravity's having a look at Houdini to Wi-Fi here.
Brett, I was going to say Brett and Nexus side by side going into the tricky right-hander up the hill. For the moment, Nexus has the edge, the advantage over Brett. And further up the field, Chunky in P6, 1.5 seconds on Michael, who's in slipstream of gravity, going into the hairpin. Is he going for a lunge? No. Gravity defense from him. I hate this last corner, I have to say.
It's a pain.
Can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, you can take like different lines, but every line I'm taking is obviously the wrong line.
Yeah, it's a good point from Lee Cole in the chat. I mean, the others are looking really good, but the ones we picked out are replicas, whereas, as I understand, Junkie Sports is entirely his own work, and that wouldn't look out of place anywhere in touring cars. It's a fantastic effort.
Couldn't agree more, yeah, that's right.
Alexander in the chat, welcome along, mate.
Good evening.
Enjoy some racing. Still keeping an eye on our new boy Jones. He is making moves. He's up to 7th.
So yeah, let's have a look at Jonesy. He's 1.8 seconds behind Chunky Sport, who's kind of having a lonely race at the moment, but for his debut, absolutely right. He's doing a very good job.
Oh, we've jinxed him. Oh no, he's okay.
Also improving on his second sector time now, making some inroads.
Something else to note with
Houdini went wide, lost out to gravity again.
Oh yeah. So something to note here for those that don't know is 7th place in race 1 is pretty important actually, because for the next race 2, the top 7 finishes are reversed on the grid for race 2. So whoever finishes 7th will be on pole for the next race, which will be exactly the same race, same track, same cars, same people, 20 minutes, but just with the top 7 reversed, and then race 3 is the full reversed grid.
Yeah, the idea behind this quite easy to understand. I mean, we always want to have some close racing, and switching the top 7 for the second race and then have a full reverse on the third race might spice some things up.
Whether or not Jonesy knows that depends on how closely he's read the rules before the start of the season, so we'll see. If he does finish there, we'll see if he soils himself slightly when he realises he starts on pole.
I mean, there have been some very interesting question in the Discord chat, and I doubt any question was unturned. Or yeah, we have basically all questions answered before the season. And if if Jonesy was also reading the season info tab, he should know by now that yeah, he's about to lead the race, the second race. But if you're a racer, you always want to go for the position, so he's just 1.1 second behind Junkie Sport now and closing.
It's worth it for the points. That was a 1:23.8 from Junkie Sport and a 1:23.3 from Jonesy, so he's gained half a second on Junkie Sport in that lap. And Junkie Sport's got nearly a second of penalties to get rid of as well.
Yeah. And I mean, look at that, very consistent lap times. Also, Lee mentioned in the chat 23.2, 23.1, 0.4, 0.7, 0.6, 0.6. So yeah, he's focused, and yeah, with just 8 minutes left in the session, still plenty of time to go for P6, and still improving.
Back at the front, switchback, he's getting closer and closer to Aaron. I think Aaron just made a small mistake as well.
1.2 seconds gap.
He's getting there.
I mean, both are carrying a penalty now, but it's kind of easy to get rid of, especially in the last turn. Ease off the throttle a bit earlier. So very impressive comeback by Switchback. Further down in P3, some, yeah, kind of settled in at the moment. Going for P3. Always nice to have him on the podium. Gravity is still battling with Michael for quite a couple of laps now. And Michael going for the inside, no, backs out of it. Gravity. Oh, yeah, a little bit wide onto the grass.
It's the best place to do it, because you basically come to a stop around that corner anyway.
Yeah, and you can tell Gravity is pushing because his headlights are constantly blinking. He's just pushing down the left controller. And yeah, Jonesy is just about to, yeah, he's in the slipstream of Junkie Sport now. Let's go on board with Jonesy. 0.3 of a second behind Junkie Sport now, preparing for a move maybe into the last hairpin. Getting closer into the S's. Up the hill. And at some point in this race, Junkie Sport needs to get rid of this 0.9 second of a penalty. Oh, very this twitchy back end from Jonesy coming out of the last hairpin. Getting the power down a little bit too eager.
We've got Tom in the chat saying that Aaron says his main problem is going to be consistency. I think we're seeing that because he's sort of stabilised the gap again now. So he was doing sort of mid 122s, then he dropped in a couple of low 123s, and now he's back doing the fastest lap of the race. So Switchback only 1.1 seconds behind though. Still 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go actually.
Yeah, I still think he's like doing a bluff.
It'll be difficult to get through the pack next race.
Yeah.
On this basis.
Just take pole, lead it for a couple of laps with like 2 or 3 seconds gap, and then come the end of the race, just let everyone close the gap, get off the throttle a little bit. So, but yeah, having a look at Jonesy, still wasn't able to make a move on Junkie Sport. Gap is increasing a bit now.
Just at the back, Mikey has, towards the back of the pack, Mikey has managed to catch back up with people. He's past Nexus Cat, so he's up to 10th again, and he's got Bread and Nobby Norris ahead of him, not too far down the road. So, still a chance for Mikey to recover here after his earlier issues.
That's right, yeah. And Nobby somehow managed to get into P8 after the first couple of laps. Whoa, very wide and sideways from Junkie. Interesting line. but still managed to stay ahead of Jonesy. But you can see Chunky under pressure, cracking. Now into slipstream.
Still got that penalty.
Into the tricky right-hander up the hill. Very good exit from Jonesy, so setting up the car maybe for a move into the S's. But
Really
Chunky has the
nicely
inside line. Defense from it.
Very difficult to get through here.
Yeah.
You got to just sort of hang back and try and get a good run out. Get the pace down there, down the back straight. I'll say straight.
So now, very nice exit into the hairpin on the outside.
Get the
Still
cut
couldn't
back.
make the move, but a very good exit from down the hill. Now side by side onto the start-finish straight. Jonesy finds himself on the outside now for the left-hander.
Oh, Aaron's wide at the front. Aaron's wide at turn 2.
Just let
Switch
me have a
back
look
to
at
right on
Jonesy
him.
and Chunky Sport still side by side.
Switchback's got the lead.
And here it is. Change for the lead in race 1 after Aaron, looked quite comfortably.
It just switched to him. He just ran wide at the hairpin at the start of the track, turn 2. Just allowed Switchback to get the jump on him. He's still with him though. Switchback's got a penalty as well.
Yeah, just 2.5 minutes left to get rid of. But very nice job here by Switchback, putting Aaron under pressure and then going for the lead whenever it was possible. And meanwhile, Chunky Sport and Jonesy still in the battle for P6. Jonesy now lost out a little bit, going through the S's, just half a second behind.
Difficult to keep up here. There's battles all up and down the track.
Yeah, I mean, if Jonesy is now playing the clever game, he just needs to stay behind Chunky Sport, and he's carrying a 0.8 of second penalty.
Yep.
Will
2
be a
laps
hard
to
task to get rid of. Yeah, just 2 laps now. Further down, we have Nobby Norris, just Mikey. Mikey going for the move on the outside. Now heads the inside for the next right-hander.
It's got him.
Go on, Mikey.
Nice move.
Very well done.
Still
Lovely
got the penalty
to see.
though.
Yeah, that's right. And this gives also the chance for Brett in the Honda behind to close the gap. And we have Nexus in P11. So yeah, and look at that switchback, 1.6 seconds now ahead of Aaron. He doesn't even have to care about the penalty at the moment, putting a purple sector 2. He's flying.
Aaron's just lost it on that one lap. He's pushing really hard to catch up after his error, and he was fully 2 seconds down on his usual lap times. Zom's had a really good race, really solid so far.
Yeah, I was just having a look at him. If he was closing the gap to Aaron in front of him, but the gap is 2.7 seconds, will be a hard task in the last lap.
Yeah.
Then we have Houdini's Wi-Fi in P4, Gravity in P5, and Chunky Sport and Jonesy still battling for P6. Just Mikey, Brad, Nobby. Oh, I don't know what happened to Nobby. He's now down to P10, battling with Nexus.
Oh yeah. Katz has got him as well. I'll be down to last at the minute. He's still got the inside. Now needs to cut back on this corner, get a good exit.
So Nobby Norris now has the inside for the next right-hander. Can he get back into P10?
At the front, Aaron is pushing back again on Switchback. He's only just over a second behind. Switchback still has a penalty to get rid of, but as long as he times it right, he'll be able to get rid of it on the line. But you do have to time it right.
Yeah, just needs to get a good exit out of the last hairpin. Looks very good to me. 1.1 second. And
didn't need it.
here's your race winner for the first race in GT16 switchback.
Oh, Jonesy's made the move on Junkie Sport, the final corner.
What?
He's got him. He's got him, and Mikey's got Junkie Sport.
Wow.
Junkie's dropping his penalty. He's lost out to Mikey as well. And Red gets him on the line as well. Unlucky Junkie
Great stuff. And Nexus and Nobby also side by side. Woo!
Great first race.
Yeah, so Switchback has won the race. Fair and square, I would say. He had the pace.
That was brilliant. What a race. Especially for the first one. I mean, usually you get, people who are a bit unsure, new car, people returning might be a bit sort of not used to it or a bit nervous, so it was just great racing.
Yeah, now it will be very interesting to see how Switchback and Aaron will get through the field. I mean, they're just starting P6 and P7, there's not many cars in front of them, but still quite an effort in just 20 minutes. So now we are waiting for Aaron to prepare everything for the next crit. So yeah, but very impressive stuff there by Jonesy on his debut.
I mean, the standard all round was excellent, to be honest. Like you were saying, the lap times are not far off what we've been seeing in GT1 practice for most of us.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about my car choice already.
What did you go for?
I had a Hyundai Genesis.
Okay. Well, I went for the Mitsubishi and the Evo, which nobody's got in this league, so it'll be a complete surprise.
Yeah, I was wondering because on the daily races it's quite often used next to the WRX.
I'll tell you now, this track is one of the daily races this week, and all the top times for the WRX.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a false start on for this race.
Let's see who's jumping the start.
Just from the chat there, looks like Houdini's Wi-Fi needs a Wii, so hopefully no false starts there either. Top 7 reversed, so if Jonesy didn't know, he knows now.
So we're just waiting for everybody to get back in the cars.
Oh, looks like we have got an extra racer for this race as well, hopefully, fingers crossed. Danger Cop, who is another new starter in FTRL, I believe.
Yep.
Unless he's somewhere in F1 and I didn't realise. He's been having some internet issues and he was unable to join for the first race, but he looks like he's out on track, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's always good to see a fellow countryman, and I just know that he was having lobby issues, that's why he couldn't race in the first race. But now he's on track in the Renault, doing some practice laps, and fingers crossed he'll be able to take part in the second race.
Yeah, let's see how he goes. I mean, it's a lot to live up to already. As I was saying, I mean, I'm just so impressed by the standard of rating and the pace. I remember when we were in GT2, we were shite.
Yeah, I mean, I was just reading your messages in the Discord from today, and yeah, the excitement was big because everyone is basically in the unknown. Nobody knows the pace. Who are your rivals? Who are you battling throughout the season? And for most of the guys, it's kind of a comeback. Like Switchback hasn't raced too long. Some I haven't seen many of those guys on track battling each other. So will be nice to see the next couple of weeks how it's unfolding, who's rivals with who, and yeah. So and yeah, some just switched to his second livery of the night, and in the third race you might expect to see a third different livery.
I didn't realise he was switching liveries per race. I thought he was just going to do it.
Yeah, he actually asked for it in the Discord just before the race, if he's allowed to use 3 different liveries a night. But why not, if they are all BTC theme-like liveries. And in the Renault, yeah, they are just basically 2 you can recognize quite easily with the Nescafe and the Renault Megane livery, blue and yellowish.
Oh, we got glow sticks in the chat. Should be racing tonight, unfortunately not due to illness. So hope you're feeling better soon, mate.
Yeah, that would have been another addition to the GT2 boys, a newcomer, but he doesn't feel well or too well, so that's why he can't race. But I hope he's back for the next week.
Where are we next week? Not that I'm jumping ahead, but Brands Hatch Indy next week. That'll be fun. Brands Hatch is always fun.
And very hard to overtake on.
Everyone loves Brands Hatch.
Oh man. Not too much.
I think it's a British thing.
I mean, I can't wait for tomorrow, basically, because it's the first race of the new season.
Yeah.
But in the Hyundai, I'm not too sure. So, now we are about to start the second race of the evening. Remember, top 7 reverse from the previous race results. That means we have just Mikey on pole, Jonesy, Gravity, Udini's Wi-Fi, Som, Aaron, Switchback, Brett, Junkie Sport, Nexus, Nobby Norris and Danger Cop in P12. Looks like he can participate in this race. And now that Mikey is starting on pole, what is he able to do? Let's go into the second race of the evening. Quite a good start by Mikey and also Gravity behind in the Subaru. Remember, 4-wheel drive always gets good off the line, and already side by side into turn 1. Jonesy and Gravity. Oh, and someone was white. Brad was, yeah. Off he goes. That's unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looks like everybody else got away quite cleanly.
Apart from once again Nobby Norris, he might have got tangled up with Brad on the first corner. I didn't see, but he got a very slow start in the first race. He's got a slow start in this one as well. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'll have to keep an eye on. I'll keep an eye on him for race 3.
And there's a nice battle here unfolding here between Houdini's Wi-Fi, Gravity, Jonesy, and Tom is also joining the pack of 4, going up the hill now, battling for P2.
Mikey's clear, 1.5 seconds.
I don't want to switch to Mikey and don't want to jinx him.
I'll stop talking about it.
Oh, and now side by side, Gravity and Jonesy into the last hairpin. For the moment, looks quite good for Gravity. Jonesy now in the slipstream, trying to get back into P3. Storm Switchback and Aaron still in P7 after the start into the second lap of the race. Junkie in P8 with Nexus and Danger Cop in pursuit. Nobby Norris P11 and then Brett 5 seconds behind the pack. 1.4 seconds to lead now to Houdini's Wi-Fi. And then another big gap to Gravity, who's followed by a huge pack. Jonesy going for the late lunge into the right-hander. It's now on the inside. Gravity has a better exit. Stays ahead of him for the moment.
Ooh, it's going to be tricky around here. Still side by side. Oh, Jonesy just
even
yeah,
even inside, not side by side, inside each other. Oh, that's what she said.
The old ghost overtake. We like to see that.
Oh, that's tricky. Aaron just
Aaron's
trying to
done.
stay out of the trouble and goes for P3 from P6, I think.
Could see him just hanging back a little bit there, just waiting for the carnage. He's taking full advantage.
Cheeky move there by Aaron. Let's go on board with Som, who's having a great scene on the all the action ahead of
Cats! Oh. He's gone, he's off. Oh, he's come back on and slammed into Danger Cop.
Oh yeah, and yes, Danger Cop had to avoid him.
Nobby Norris taking advantage, moving up to 10th, and now making the move on Nexus Cats for 9th. She's got done, I think, maybe? Not quite yet.
Side by side out of the right-hander now, down the hill. So further up the field we have Gravity in P4. Followed by Jonesy and then Som in P6 and Chunky Sport P7. So now let's go on board with Chunky Sport, who's about to make a move on Som, and Som is about to make a move on Jonesy side by side into the hairpin. Som very late on the brakes, almost makes contact there with Jonesy.
Chunky Sport using the chance to get rid of his penalty there. I think he's learned from the last race.
Yeah.
Fastest lap from Mikey, 22.4.
Good stuff. But still 15.5 minutes to go. Everything can happen. And in Mikey's case, everything will happen.
Gravity is not letting Aaron get away meanwhile for 3rd place.
Oh, nice battle here between Som and Jonesy for P5. Very good exit from Som down the hill now. Jonesy has the inside for the right-hander. Can he get back into P5? Late on the brakes. Good stuff. Lovely racing tonight. And Aaron, yeah, as soon or whenever he made the move on like 3 or 4 guys ahead of him, he can't get away from Gravity behind. Gap is still just under 2 tenths or 3 tenths actually.
Jones is invading people's personal space again. Junkie Sport this time.
Oh, Junkie and Switchback side by side. Haven't seen from Switchback too much. But now he's having the slipstream of Jonesy ahead of him. But Junkie Sport is defending the inside for the left-hander. Into turn 1 they go. And now Jonesy stays in P6, drifting out of the corner on acceleration. And now Switchback and Jonesy side by side, so very nice battle here all over the place. Fair and square, everyone just leaving space where it's needed. That's what we want to see. So now it looks like Switchback is settled for P6 for the moment. Junkie Sport P7, Jonesy P8, Danger Cop in P9. 2.2 seconds is the gap, and then Nobby Norris P10. Nexus and Brett battling out the last positions for this race. P11, P12.
Gravity's had a bit of a moment somewhere on this lap. He's let Aaron get away, and now he's got Zom right up behind him.
Yeah, I was having a quick glance at Mikey. Is doing a very good job at the front for the moment.
Oh, Zom, he's just giving Gravity a massive punt into turn 1. He's let him have the place back.
Yeah, that's fair and square, and that's what we want to see. If you have contact with another driver, if you punt someone off, yeah, just wait to give the position back.
Yeah, that's good work from Zom. It's cost them a lot of time though. Aaron is well away now, and Junkie Sport's closing right up behind them. bringing the others with him.
Yeah, and Tom is also aware that we introduced kind of a penalty point system for this season. So, yeah, just to keep all the guys aware that we have introduced some kind of a penalty point system with, like, if you have 3 penalty points you get a quali ban, and if you can gain up to 12 penalty points, which means a complete race week ban.
I'll stick my neck out there and say you'll be alright with that one.
Yeah, well, I was wondering if, like, Aaron said in prior to this race, because of his new setup, if he's crashing or having contact too much with anybody, and he will get up to 12 penalty points after just 1 week.
So by and large, it's been very clean so far.
Yeah, Switchback going for the move is now ahead of Jonesy, and some made a mistake somewhere. This gives the advantage for Switchback, who gets P6 now.
Still going a bit wrong for Zom.
And the gap. Yeah, just Mikey is leading by 2.8 seconds. 10 minutes, or yeah, just under 11 minutes to go. It doesn't seem like Houdini's Wi-Fi is closing the gap to him.
No, if anything, it's getting slightly wider.
And then another big gap to Aaron in P3. Gravity 3 seconds behind, and then Chunky Sport just 1 second behind. Yeah, getting chased by Switchback. He's having an impressive pace tonight. But Chunky defending the inside for the right-hander. Down the hill. Looks like, Switchback a little bit too wide there. But has a better exit. Also now the inside for the left-hander. Should be now fairly easy for Switchback to stay in P5. You would think, but Chunky Sport very late on the brakes on the outside. Makes the move stick.
That's a nice move, if he can keep it. Not quite.
Still side by side.
Gonna be outside here, but then have the inside for the next corner. Looks like he's got him now. Yeah. Well done, Chunky Sport.
Beautiful.
Nice move.
Now trying to break the slipstream down the back straight. The old wise fox.
Fastest lap of the race, lap 7 for Mikey. 1:22.3.
It's quite impressive, I must say.
We can only talk about it from 10 seconds at a time, in case we jinx him.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey's also in the Hyundai, and I've done like a 22.0.1 even on my yet best attempt.
Pretty sure I'm not that fast.
I wish I'd be faster.
I just cut to gravity there just to see him cut most of the S-bends, and he's picked up a second penalty for it.
So now that Chunky and Switchback are battling basically for the last 2 or 3 laps, this gives Jonesy the chance to get involved into this battle. Oh, very late lunge by Chunky. He was making the dummy move.
Oh, here he goes! Oh, and that's not a great rejoin either.
He's now losing all the positions now. That was a very ambitious move.
Very late on the brakes.
Now Switchback has a little bit of a breather, followed by Som and Jonesy. Because I would say at the front not too much is happening. Mikey's even increasing the gap to Houdini's Wi-Fi now. 3.2 seconds. Houdini's Wi-Fi seems to settle for P2 at the moment. Aaron in P3, and then we have Gravity in P4. And then let's see if Storm is actually able to stay with Switchback.
Since the business ends, Danger Cop is up to 8th after Junkie Sports mistake, now putting pressure on Jonesy.
Yeah. Let's go on board with him. Very interesting livery also here by Danger Cop. I haven't seen this BTC stylish kind of livery before, but we sorted out for next week.
He looked for a bit of a move there, but it was never quite going to come off. Well defended. This is back to the pack up to the approaching Bread as well, so he's now involved. And there's still a battle going on at the back as well between Nobby Norris and Nexus Cat.
Yeah, I mean, Nobby Norris, yeah, they are 5.8 seconds behind the pack, but having a nice scrap here for P11 between him and Cats. And Brett is going for the move into the right-hander on Junky's board.
Got him.
So now he's about to... Oh no, he gives the position back, so maybe there was some contact involved. So also very nice and fair by Brett. And Danger Cop ahead of him, staying in the slipstream of Jonesy and Som, who lost out to Switchback just a little. But very nice pack of 5 even now here. Som, Jonesy, Danger Cop, Junkie Sport and Brett. Just 6 minutes left in the session. Very close here under braking from Danger Cop. Almost hit the back of Jonesy, but Jonesy could get away with it. Oh, very wide. Now they go side by side down the hill. Jonesy has the inside for the right-hander.
See if he gets away without a penalty for that one. Should be okay. Ooh, little nudge there.
Oh, I was almost...
Oh, he's gone for the switchback. Oh! Another well-timed ghosting from Jonesy. I don't know how he keeps managing to do that. That's cost Danger Cop a couple of places though.
Yeah.
Went for the cut down the inside, just carrying way too much pace. Coming into the corner. He's going to have to fight back now.
Yeah, and Switchback is flying. He's now already 2 seconds ahead of Som. Still getting chased by Jonesy behind. But the gaps are spread out a little bit more than what we had in the first race for the moment. Junkie Sport on Brad, making a move into turn 1. Let's have a look at them. Oh, and Brad is wide. That's unfortunate. He was side by side with Junkie and a little bit too eager on the throttle out of turn 1. Completely lost the car and went sideways into the grass. So what's the closest battle we have on track so far? Just Mikey. Look at that, 4.5 seconds ahead of Michael. Only in my dreams I could imagine this would be happening tonight.
Something's happened to Michael on this lap, turning his Wi-Fi, but that gap was only 3 seconds when I checked back not long ago.
Yeah.
Just obviously having to push hard to try and catch up, and pushed a bit too hard. He now has to think more about about Aaron behind him.
Yeah, the gap came down to 1.7 seconds now, but only 3.5 minutes left in the session, so not much time left to make an impression on him. And here we have Gravity and Switchback side by side going down the start-finish straight for P4. Both Subarus. Oh! Under braking very sideways into turn 1 from Gravity. But they are both carrying a penalty. So then, but not too much, Junkie Sport and Jonesy also carrying penalty, but should be easily to get rid of in this or the very next lap. And let's see if Jonesy can make a move on Junkie Sport ahead of him. come the end of the race. I mean, they both know each other from the first race already. Oh, and now Jonesy making the dummy move, goes for the inside, for the hairpin, late on the brakes. Ah, brilliant
Nicely
move.
done. Nice
Very
move.
nice.
Very similar to the last race between these two.
But now it will be interesting to see if Jonesy is defending the inside, because the last couple positions Junkie Sport gained was turn 1 on the outside. And Junkie Sport, oh, yeah. I was going to say he's wide again, but now he holds it.
I think he was. It looked like he was just backing off a little bit down the straight. He was just tapping the brakes to get rid of his penalty, and I think he just forgot about his braking point. He's okay though.
He's okay. He's fine.
Danger Cop's still there as well, eh?
Yeah. Now Danger Cop in the slipstream of Junkie Sport, ahead of him Nobby Norris in P10, Nexus Cats in P11, followed by Brad, who had this moment a couple of laps ago. Still leading the race, just Mikey, 4.2 seconds now ahead of Michael, or Houdini's Wi-Fi, formerly known as Michael C. Aaron, lost out to Michael, or Houdini's Wi-Fi, whatever you might call him. And switchback, just 1 second between him and Gravity. Going into the final lap of the race.
Lovely to see some support from Andrew in the chat for Mikey.
Yeah, I just see the message. Mikey bottle incoming.
Mikey bottle incoming. He's only got 1 lap.
Don't jinx him, don't jinx him. And I also hope he's not watching the stream.
1 more lap. 1 more lap.
So that was a very nice move here by Junkie Sport on Jonesy. Junkie Sport in P7 now. Still battling here, but this time P7 doesn't mean you get pole for the next race, because race 3 will basically be the full reverse grid from this race result. Okay, let's have a look. So who's battling who? Seems like everyone is fairly set now for the position, except for Danger Cop and Jonesy. Jonesy lost another position there to Danger Cop, so yeah, what would have been his debut in the first race, he couldn't take part, but now the second race effectively means he's having his debut here.
Mikey's done it.
Good job.
Mikey for the win.
Mikey just captured him. Yeah, very nice job here. Well done. Houdini's Wi-Fi in P2, and Aaron rounds off the podium for tonight. Switchback in P4, Gravity P5, Storm crossing the line in P6, and now Junkie Sport with his penalty. Is it Danger Cop? Is it Jonesy? Junkie Sport? No.
He's lost out again.
Oh, come on. But very nice effort here by Danger Cop. I mean, P7 on his debut. Just ahead of Jonesy, who had a very nice first race. And then Nobby Norris, Brett and Cats running off the field.
Great seeing you guys coming in and doing such a good job, being so competitive.
Woo! So, now round of applause for Mikey.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah! Screenshot, print and put it up your bed.
That's going on the fridge.
Yeah. Very nice, Mikey. That's what we are expecting from you this season. Just 1 win. Nah, there should be coming a lot of more.
I think so, based on that performance. I mean, he got the chance. Obviously, he started on pole, and the guys behind him were battling a bit, gave him the chance to get away, but he didn't put a foot wrong. So.
Yeah, I mean, hats off. Even Houdini's Wi-Fi in the chat is like, yeah, stunning mate, flawless drive, and that's I couldn't agree more. I mean,
lots of celebrations going on in the YouTube chat as well.
Yeah. Well done, Mikey. Well done. He should be over the moon now.
I wonder. I don't think it is, and I definitely don't want to do him a disservice. But is that his first? That's not his first FTRL win, is it? Someone will have to tell me in the chat.
Yeah,
I don't think it is, but
I can't remember.
No.
If you do have something like an FTRL archive or.
We've got an archive, but it's very patchy.
Yeah. I think it was updated like season 7 or season 8 a long time ago. So now, yeah, moving on to race number 3, which will be a fully reverse grid race, and it will be very interesting to see how Mikey, starting from the back of the grid, will cope with that.
Full reversal, so we're going to have Nexus Cats on pole, and then Brad joining him on the top row.
And look at that, we have Glow Sticks just joined the lobby.
Ah, brilliant, so we are going to get one race out of him, fantastic, so
nice. Somebody
else to have a look at.
So yeah, just from feeling sick to making his debut in race 3.
Ah, there you go, it is, I was right in the end, Mikey's first ever FTRL GT Sport win.
Yeah, Aaron knows the stuff, so yeah.
Even better then. I say we do have an archive. It's in Aaron's head.
Yeah, I think it hasn't been updated for ages, so will be a nice task actually to update it to season 16 now. Like quite a few people that joined and. Quite a few people who, had debut race wins. Well done, Mikey. But now that Glow Sticks joined the lobby, this will mean I think he's starting on pole now. Next to Cats.
Yeah, I think he will. Yeah.
So keep an eye out for him.
Get your predictions in the chat now. Who is going to take the win for race 3? Entirely up in the air for me. I literally have no idea.
I just need to see the starting grid, but I think where did finish Switchback? P4.
P4, yeah. So all the usual players, all the guys who we know, they've got pace. We've seen before. Most of them are towards the back of the grid. Junkie Sport, having lost out on the line, he finished 9th, so there's a potential shout there for Junkie.
I go for a debut win from Jonesy tonight.
Definitely got a chance, absolutely. And possibly Bread, but only I'd say if he can get clear. He seems to have had some trouble in the pack tonight. You know he's got pace.
Yeah, I mean, but he's in the Honda, and it's a very tricky car to drive and to handle.
True.
I don't know why he's picked that, but yeah, he has his own reasons, I guess. I never liked this car.
No, same.
I mean, prior to the season, I was testing just like 3 or 4 cars. I didn't even touch the Subaru. I think I regret it now. I didn't touch the Honda. Lexus didn't seem to be even out car.
I think I'm just checking back through our chat when we were doing a bit of testing prior to the start of the season. I'm trying to find my... Yeah, I had a specific comment saying, so far testing has confirmed that the Group 4 Honda is still a complete
I remember that message, yeah.
So yeah, not my favourite either. But there you go, everyone has their reasons for choosing them.
So, finales going on. Yeah, Aaron just started the race. Good job. Sorry about that.
Right, I am going to go for... I'm going to stick with Junkie Sport. I'm going to go with Junkie Sport for the win. Glow Sticks does start on pole though. Here we go. And the Nexus Cats has got a good start. Down into the first corner, takes the lead. Bread is wide. Oh, there's lots of people wide. Glow sticks was wide from the start as well. He's dropped right down. Brad's been pushed off.
Oh no! What happened to Brad?
He went a bit wide first of all. He got pushed off. So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't pick him for the win now. Nexus Cats have the lead though.
I was going for Jonesy. He's in P6 still. He started from P6. Very nice lead here by Cats, already 1.6 seconds ahead of Chunky. Switchback and Danger Cop switching positions into the right-hander.
Just looking at the... Oh, somebody's wide in the background.
That's Brad again.
Oh,
no, that was Glow Sticks,
well.
yeah. Sorry about that. That was Glow
Brad
Sticks.
is at the back. And
so
in the chat, Lee did pick Brad for the win. So there's your jinx.
Yeah, both Hondas now finding themselves in the back of the field.
I'm wondering whether there may be a post-week 1 amnesty on car choice. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what they have in
There will be a lot of messages about that, yeah. A lot of people regretting the car choices already. Oh, Switchback a little bit wide, but has now a better exit here, coming down the start-finish straight. In pursuit of Danger Cop ahead of him. Going into turn 1, making a move. No, backs out of it, but further down, further back. Jonesy and Gravity side by side. Ford against Subaru.
I forgot my promise to keep an eye on Nobby Norris off the start, and somehow he's 11th again.
What's happening with Nobby Norris tonight? Jesus.
I don't know. We'll have to catch up with him after the race and find out. Struggling a bit.
Oh, Gravity very wide there out of turn 3.
That'll be a penalty.
But luckily he's in the Subaru, so 4-wheel drive. Doing a little bit of a rally cross. Aaron makes the move on Jonesy into the right-hander. Makes it stick, so it's in P6 for the moment. Dean's Wi-Fi in P10, and then the both Hondas are battling for P12. Brad and Glow Sticks. At the front we have Cats leading just under 3/10 ahead of Chunky. So maybe Chunky is going for the lead into the hairpin.
Want to watch.
Yeah, makes it stick, but Cats gets a better exit out of the last hairpin. Down the front straight. Chunky Sport trying to break the toe. Danger Cop also doing a very good job for the moment, staying in P3. Ooh, that was close.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, and further down we have, some in the battle with Aaron, Gravity. Gravity goes very wide again.
He's off-roading again. I know you can off-road in the Subaru, but it doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah.
Here he goes again. He was alright, not too bad that time. Oh, there's a huge pack of cars coming down towards this corner here. Oh, they're basically 4 wide. Oh!
I'm just going on board with Houdini's Wi-Fi, who's having a good view of that. Getting past Mikey.
Oh, they really are.
I don't know where to look at first.
This isn't gonna go well. Oh,
please not 4 wide into the S's.
They've sorted themselves out.
Great stuff.
Jersey holding on to 8th place.
So let's have a look at just Mikey going on board with him, making a move on Nobby Norris maybe. Backs out of it. Nobby Norris holds the inside for the right-hander.
Ooh,
but Mikey gets a better exit.
Nexus Cats in second, basically got pushed around the final hairpin by Switchback.
Yeah, there was a change for the lead also. Junkie Sport now leading by 1.2 seconds. Nexus Cats under pressure from Switchback and Danger Cop behind. Goes very wide, and this means Switchback can take the position. Finds stuff in P2, so yeah, Switchback, look at that. Very racy tonight.
Some intel in the chat from Paul. He says Nobby has been hitting to turn 1 each race. That's a shame. That's unfortunate for him.
It happens.
But he's still there in this race. He's 10th. Got Glow Sticks off the back of the pack at the minute, so something's happened to him.
But now Mikey's making a move into the right-hander. Surely as long they are battling, doesn't help to decrease the gap to Jonesy ahead of him.
Yeah, they need to work together really to catch back up.
Oh, and Gravity and Jonesy also, Jonesy ghosting again, basically just a whole lap. Which means Gravity was inside his car again.
Very strange. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
Obviously nothing he can do anything about, but take
I'm not
advantage
sure
of it, drive through it.
if it's like if he's like lagging or why he's constantly ghosting.
Yeah, it's just, there doesn't seem to be any lag or anything. At least nothing that I can see. But yeah, nonetheless, it's not really affecting anything.
Yeah, but now Jonesy making the move. No, Gravity stays ahead of him. Please Wi-Fi in P7, just behind Som, and then Danger Cop and Cats battling for P4.
Aaron's on the move. He's up to third.
But yeah, Danger Cop doing a very good job for the moment. Keeping all the guys behind.
Oh, change for the lead.
Yeah, there it is.
Not sure what happened to the lead the Junkie Sport had built up, but
The gap wasn't too big, it was just 1 second or 1.5 seconds. Maybe he went wide somewhere.
Pretty quickly, yeah.
Switchback defends the inside for the hairpin. Maybe Chunky Sport gets a better exit. Down the hill, staying in the slipstream, trying to get back into the lead. Is he going for the move? Yes, he is, on the inside. Very late on the brakes, very late on the brakes, went wide again onto the grass. And this doesn't help to get back into the lead.
He's not learning from that turn 1.
Whenever I see Chunky Sport going into turn 1, he's wide.
Let's give an Aaron a chance as well.
Yeah, it's just in the rear bumper, making himself aware. Is he going for the move on the right-hander now? I think he's too far back yet. Oh, Chunky Sport very wide on the exit. But still, Aaron could make the move stick, and Danger Cop is closing the gap to them. So he's doing an impressive job, I must say. Keeping up the pace. Yep. Wi-Fi seems to be settled in P5 for the moment, just slightly followed by Cats, Jonesy and Mikey in P8, carrying a penalty. Let's go on board with Mikey. Coming down the start-finish straight, just under 3/10 behind, making a dummy move, left-right. Oh, Jonesy is very wide. This gives Mikey almost a chance to make the move stick, but as you can see, Jonesy is still struggling to get the power down. Into the left-hander, slightly on the brakes for the right-hander, taking all the curb. Go even very wide as Mikey did on the exit. Down the hill, the short back straight. And now this tricky right-hander breaking up the hill. Misses the apex completely, runs wide. Short kink to the right, down the hill into the SS section. Also,
just behind.
Yeah, very wide again, late on the brakes, completely lost it. That's unfortunate. Oh, come on, Mikey. What are you doing? And now he lost just 2 positions to Gravity and Brett from 1 mistake into the S's.
He's got his race win now. He's probably had a couple of beers since then.
Yeah. I mean, a whole bottle of champagne just before the race.
Yeah, it's been up on the podium. He's just necked it all.
But if he's still able to finish the race, yeah, kudos to him. Nobby Norris in P11 and Som, I don't know why or what happened to Som.
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't see. He's definitely had a mishap somewhere, the 129 on lap 6.
Yeah.
So,
And Glowstick on his debut, just 5 seconds behind the pack. Getting, yeah, just comfort with the car. And switch back again. 3 seconds in the lead.
Away. He's gone.
He's gone, yeah.
Junkie Sport still keeping Aaron at bay though, in second.
Closely followed by Aaron.
And switch back to a 1:22.2 on lap 6. I think that's probably the quickest lap we've seen all day.
That's GT1 pace.
Yep.
Chunky has a slightly worse exit than Aaron compared to him behind, so this means Aaron can close the gap on slipstream into turn 1, but backs out, doesn't make the move.
Just behind Houdini's Wi-Fi is around the outside of Danger Cop into turn 1, a bit of contact. Danger Cop holds the position. But one in the background, Jonesy. And Gravity as well.
So now with 8.5 minutes left, the battles are unfolding again. But I keep my eye on Jonesy, fellow countryman, doing a fairly good job defending from Houdini's Wi-Fi, who's been around a couple of years now, but yeah, just made a season or two.
Oh, Aaron's wide.
Oh, it just heard the tires. Oh, and he's round again. Oh, come on, Aaron.
He tried to overcorrect, he was still on the grass.
Yeah.
He's gonna wait for it, gotta wait for everyone to go through before he can get back on track now, all the way down. So
and he's rounding.
Cut away. It's too painful.
Come on, Aaron.
Here comes Glowsticks.
Unplug the wheel and get batting on pad again.
That's promoted Glowsticks up to 12.
So is Danger Cop going for a podium tonight?
Yep, so he's in third at the minute. Lots of pressure from Houdini's Wi-Fi though.
Yep.
He's got another good run out onto the start-finish straight. And right behind him.
Now side by side into turn 1. Houdini's Wi-Fi on the outside, yeah. Which seems to be the better option here, as you're now inside for the next right-hander.
Yeah, you can just not work this time. That Renault is just going to be really good into the slow corners, so
yeah,
difficult to make it stick, but he's still there. That's well defended by Danger Cop, to be honest. Just good work.
Very nice.
Oh, someone's round in the background. It is... Is it Bread? Yeah, it's Bread. Not had an incident-free race tonight, unfortunately. It's a real shame because you know he's got pace. He's set 1:22.6 on the last lap, so he's got the pace there.
Oh. I was going to say Danger Cop and Houdini's Wi-Fi just basically side by side for 2 sectors now. And if it's one guy you don't want to have in your rear wing mirror or your rear mirror, it's Houdini's Wi-Fi. Danger Cop very wide into the hairpin, and now down the hill. Houdini's Wi-Fi makes P3 stick. So, but very nice battle between these two guys. Then we have Gravity and Jonesy closing in the gap on them. Just Mikey in P7, Slom in P8. Nobody Norris, Cats, and Aaron after he has had his moment, yeah, closely followed by the 2 Honda guys. And the lead from switchback 2.3 seconds to Chunky Sport. Let's see if Danger Cop is able to stay in the slipstream of Houdini's Wi-Fi. Trying to stay with him and maybe going for a move in the dying stages of the race.
Yeah, he's not going away anytime soon, but he's just got to keep half an eye on the guys behind him. So they're catching as well. Gravity's just dipped inside his slipstream.
So there will be a battle for P3 unfolding. I mean, Houdini's Wi-Fi, Danger Cop, Gravity, and Jonesy just behind.
Zom in 8th is potentially looking for a move on Mikey into the first corner, but he's not quite got the speed to get alongside. That's one thing that Renault is going to struggle with, is the straight line speed.
Yeah, I mean, just under 4 minutes left now. He's got plenty of opportunities left to make a move.
Switchback has had a bit of an incident somewhere. 1:24.1 last lap, the gap to Jones Sport down to 2.7 seconds.
Yeah.
So still a fair gap, but he doesn't want any more of them.
And he's done the purple sector, so it wasn't too much of a major incident. Chunky Sport very wide into the hairpin, drifting around the corner. Oh, and oh, Danger Cop just tapped the rear of Houdini's Wi-Fi.
It's got to give Gravity a shot coming out of the hairpin. Here he comes.
So yeah, you would think defending the inside for this first left-hander is a wise idea, but all the moves I've seen tonight went around the outside. Yeah. It's a better line for sure, as you have the inside for the next right-hander. But very nice move here by Gravity into P4. Now in the last 2.5 minutes, going for P3 maybe. Houdini's Wi-Fi just under 8 tenths ahead of him. And now also Jonesy made a move on Danger Cop. And then we have a bigger gap to Mikey, 3.3 seconds behind, battling with Zom. Nobby Norris, Cats. Aaron, after he has had his moment in P11, doesn't seem to make a move into the top 10.
Jones has made the move on Danger Cop, so Danger Cop is slipping back now, but still there, still with him the chance.
Yeah, just keep your head down now and prepare for a move maybe in the last corner of the last lap. Going for P5 again. And the last thing you want to do is, catching yourself a penalty. But looks good for the moment. Houdini's Wi-Fi just in slipstream area behind Gravity. And then a nice battle here between Jonesy and Danger Cop unfolding. Just Mikey in P7. Seems like Som had a moment somewhere. He lost out to Mikey. Gap increased now, yeah. Oh, Jonesy's wide.
Jonesy.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
It's gonna give Mikey a chance. Here he comes.
But Mikey was wide.
Giving him the space. Just about got past for now.
Good stuff.
Here comes Zom as well.
Yep.
This could be interesting for the last lap. Could be interesting right now, actually. Here comes Jonesy. Oh, just having to slam on the brakes there.
A little bit of tapping here and there, exchanging some paint. Mikey trying to break the slipstream into turn 1. Defends the inside. Oh, and Jonesy, very late move. Backs out of it, luckily.
He's having a hard time controlling that Mustang.
But he's done well on his debut, I must say.
Absolutely.
Very
excellent
impressive
driving.
job. Also by Danger Cop. I mean, yeah, he was going for the podium, had a little bit of a battle there with Houdini's Wi-Fi. Lost out to him and to Gravity in the end. And now we are on the last lap of the race. Houdini's Wi-Fi is right on the grass. It gives Gravity the opportunity to go for the podium.
Gravity's still got just a fraction of a penalty, which he's going to have to get rid of.
Maybe into the hairpin.
He's going to have to try either that or just kill it on the line. But he's not going to have much of a chance to do that. Let's see what happens. Switch tracks around the final corner. He's got half-second penalty, but it's not going to matter.
So let's have a look at Houdini's Wi-Fi and Gravity and Houdini's Wi-Fi exchanging places. Meanwhile, Switchback wins the second race of the evening. Side by side, Gravity and Houdini's Wi-Fi.
He's got him.
Houdini's Wi-Fi on the podium. Gravity, Danger Cop in P5 doing a very good job on his debut. Just Mikey in P6, Jonesy 7, Som in 8, Nobby Norris in P9. Aaron and Kat side by side over the line, and Brett already finished the race 1 lap down. Yeah, and then we have Glow Sticks in P12. Whew, I need a breather. Well done, Switchback. 2 out of 3 tonight.
Yeah, great job. Really looking strong.
Strong pace. Many race wins about to come this season, I expect to do him so. Let's see how Aaron is improving with his new setup with the wheel.
A couple of comments coming in the chat agreeing with this. Yeah, Zach looking very strong. Tom says driver of the night is Jonesy. I absolutely agree with that. Fantastic debut performance. He was consistent throughout.
Yeah, totally.
Didn't really see him having any big incidents. Used ghost mode to good advantage.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, that's right. Jonesy made him quite an impression on this evening, and I expect him to get a couple of race wins this season.
Oh, pressure there.
Also, very good job there by Danger Cop. Yeah, holding the pressure from Houdini's Wi-Fi for a couple of laps. And yeah, that's it. That's race week 1 for the GT2 boys. And tomorrow, Friday night, we have the big boys, GT1, coming up on the same track, Lago, Maggiore East, 3 races, and can't wait for that.
Absolutely, join us. It's going to be great fun. As always, with FTRL.
Yes, always, yeah. If you want to get in touch with FTRL, if you liked what you've seen tonight, if you want to maybe race with us, because, yeah, for the GT2 boys, there's a place to give. We have like 1 space left now, because Nexus Iceman couldn't race. Yeah, get in touch with us on Twitter, _FTRL_, and yeah, we would like to have you on board. Thank you for watching the stream tonight. Thank you for all the comments coming in. I wasn't able to read them all. Actually, I haven't read any of the comments tonight. I was just focusing on the action. Yeah, and thank you, SBY, for joining me in the booth. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Great fun, as always. Really looking forward to this season. Should be great.
Of course, yeah. And yeah, have a great evening. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.